conversation back here before we even go live. It's just me and Heather fighting for 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's what this is.
I can believe that.
And Ashley, you're just going to stand there and stare at us like, no.
And shaking her head.
Yeah.
Which Ashley, though? We
Bookish
really
Rome
need
Ashley.
a system.
I know. We need a system. All right. Just say your channel names in full so it's not confusing. It's fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 8 p.m., the late night Tuesday
Late night?
read-in.
It's a half hour later.
Shut up. I will say Naima was first. Good job. She was here like 30 minutes early, I think. Hello. We already have one book that somebody's reading. Oh, I do love this Scott of mine. That is a great Tessa Dare. There's Bree, somebody editing. So why don't we go around? Y'all tell people your channel and what book you're going to read tonight. And we will read for 40 minutes and then talk about our books. Megan, we'll go in the order, this way and down.
Okay.
The order we always go in, as Heather says.
Okay, I'm Megan. I'm from ThisPastRomance, and tonight I'm reading Twisted Games by Anna Huang, finally.
Ooh, I want to read that one.
Yes. It's so good.
I'm so excited.
So I'm Bree, my channel's in 11 Words, and I am reading a very great piece of literary fiction called The Lady and the Orc. It's not literary fiction.
I DNF'd that.
I was going to be like, wow. Bree's reading literary fiction.
I mean, who do you think I am?
I was like, wow, identity crisis.
Actually, I'm going to have Alexa read it to me because I have some orders to pack for my Etsy shop, but that's what's happening tonight.
Ashley, Bookish Vibes, you're next.
Oh, I'm Ashley's Bookish Vibes. I'm reading Not a Happy Family by Shara. Nah, I think I said that right.
Is that a thriller?
Yep.
Okay.
It's one of August's book of the month.
Nice.
It's out though.
Nice. Bookish Realm, Ashley, I guess since Heather
guess because Heather just decided to bail, like what the this is why we argue. This is exactly why we argue all the time.
She's gone, so we can shit talk her as much as we want. She'll never know.
I'll shit talk her when she get back. I'm gonna be reading Legal Tender by Shay Sanders, which is a HR. She's the manager of HR and a lawyer, age gap romance in an office.
Workplace romance.
The best. I know what I'm going to read. You just reminded me of it.
What are you about to read?
See, Heather's like, oh, you have 20 books checked out on KU. You're never going to know what you're going to read. I'm going to read A Flick Between Friends by Shay Sanders.
Okay.
Because you said that, and I was like, oh, that's right. I just downloaded that book.
Yeah. I forgot we were just talking about that one on, what was that, Saturday?
Saturday night. So I was there we go. I know what I'm reading. Let's see. We've got, oh no, I lost it. Where is it? There it is. Oh, the new Katie Robert. I just got that on my Kindle. I've got to read the other books by this series still. Oh, I love that cover though.
Redemptor. Chef's freaking kiss.
Yeah, I gotta read that first one, Raybearer, really badly.
Ooh, that second book was good.
Bastard's Betrayal, though. Yeah, Katie dropped that on her Patreon like yesterday.
Yeah, I'm reading that one currently.
Really I've got to read the rest of the series first. I feel like
that you don't have to. It's like
okay.
It's a fully standalone series.
That works. Spanish Love. I've heard about this one. I haven't read it yet. I meant to check that on KU. I guess maybe that'll come next.
That one's been recommended to me quite a bit.
Yeah, I've had that one wrecked a couple times too. It happened one summer. I need to read that. I did love this really.
15 of your KU books, Izzy.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
Tools of Engagement. I love that. That's a good one. Oh.
All the fluids.
Water sports or just like fluid?
No, I don't know. I'm only a little bit into it, so I'm a little scared.
I'm concerned. It happened in summer again. Hello, Tracy. Let's see. Evil Twin by Katie Wilde. Oh, I didn't know there was another one set in that world. If anybody hasn't read The Midwinter Mail Order Bride by Katie Wilde, that one was really fun. Very fun, very quick. Let's see. Governess games. We had some Tessa Dare, Tessa Bailey. It's all the Tessas tonight. Out of the Blue. I've never heard of that book, Tori. Her Soul to Take. That one's popular. I've been hearing about that one. I know. I need to read it. I feel like that's the perfect fall book with the demon. I'm trying to like let Heather come back and tell us what she's reading, but I feel like she's not coming back. Maybe.
Yeah.
Thriller.
Oh no! Did you see Jen's comment? You could shower in it.
Ew.
Oh, I might be out. I read Necrophilia, but I'm out. Ooh, I love Go Deep.
Oh no.
TL Swan. Oh, okay.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Oh.
I missed everything, but
you could bathe
I
in it.
saw Go Deep and I saw Evil Twin. So I just read Evil Twin today, actually.
You need to save that for the Dark Romance Readathon. I'm just saying. It hits all the props. Heather, what are you reading?
I'm reading.
Okay. I'm reading Like Lovers Do.
Yay, I love that
Yay! It's so good.
So I'm hoping. I saw somebody's review that said there was like no content warnings and stuff. I was like, oh, that sounds safe. Let me do it.
I mean,
yeah, I don't think so. I don't remember.
It really is. I mean, there's like his like ex being racist, like
right
microaggressions towards her would be the only content warning, I guess. I don't know how you would content warning that though. I guess just racism, like
right. It's content warning for my life, right?
I was just like, I don't know, like do I like put microaggression? I don't know, like it's a weird one, but there's great hammock sex. I can tell you that.
I'm
it's
like
a cute friends to lovers.
Right at the beginning.
Nobody be surprised if Heather DNF. You know she DNF everything.
Listen,
that's true.
I DNF so much. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
but I DNF'd only 3 books in July, and I had like a bunch of 1 stars and 2 stars. So
I
guess that's what happened.
Are we celebrating that?
I'm saying it was terrible,
No.
and I don't appreciate the experience.
I'm just asking.
Twisted Love. Ooh, my favorite. I love that series. All right, y'all ready to read for 40? All right, yeah. I'm gonna put up the timer and make it full screen. And we'll read. We'll mute ourselves and read. We'll be back at 8:49. All right. How much should I read? How is everyone's reading? I am dying laughing at this book. This was a great rec. A book of Shrome, Ashley. Because within 16%, she asked him what his favorite type of porn was. And he goes, the type with fucking. And I was like, I mean, he's not wrong with his answer.
She talks a lot of shit.
I love her.
And he's very like, I'm not gonna talk shit. I'm just gonna screw you up. So let's get this on and popping so I can let you know what I'm about. But she talks so much shit and he doesn't say anything. He just
Nope. He just is like, yep, okay, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna film a porno together. And she's like, are you sure about this? The book is A Flick Between Friends by Shay Sanders. It's on KU. I seriously was just like, oh my gosh. Go reread it, Mara. Come on. It's the best choice you could make. Bree and I love that book. Love that book. Megan, how was your reading?
It was really good. I'm liking this more than I thought I would.
I told you it was good. Why did you not listen to me?
Like, I loved Alex. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little scared for him at the moment. He's getting ready to get pushed out of the top spot real fast. I'm like 16% of the way.
Never had a I didn't like.
He just set up like the tent and stuff in the living room.
It's so cute.
It was a lot. I was very excited.
Bree, how was your fluids?
There were a lot. So far, there's only been one scene, but it was a lot. It was a lot. So the main character, she's married when they first meet, but her husband's like awful, and he like raids her house, and the orc raids her house, kidnaps her, and everything. But he ends up like eating her wedding ring.
What? What?
And I was like, okay. It's bananas, you guys.
I still don't know if I want to read this book or not. Like, I literally am so torn about it.
I would pass. I don't.
Okay. But the more weird stuff you tell me, the more I'm like, must I read?
If you're curious, go right ahead. But yeah.
That's The Lady and the Orc, right?
The Lady and the Orc, yes.
Okay.
Although the book that I read just before this one was actually really good, and it's just as ridiculous. It's the new book by Sam Nacosta. It's Morning Glory Milking Farm. It's what you think it is. It's what you think. Only with minotaurs. There's minotaurs in this one. It's fine. It's fine.
I honestly was hoping you were going to read the Sasquatch book.
That one is coming up next. It's coming up next. Sasquatch is next. Stay tuned for my crazy weird romance rec video. I'm reading all of these for. But yes, the milking farm, it was good, you guys. It was a slow burn, believe it or not.
Slow burn milking?
Yes. I feel like you need to see. You're welcome.
I feel like I've seen something about
I mean, I saw this cover in the chat we have going about weird romances, and I was like, I don't know.
I liked it.
I'm gonna read
I like
it.
this author. The author is so funny. Like in the beginning, she was like, Hallmark, hit me up. I got some ideas for you.
Oh, she's the Monster Weekend author. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I do want to read that other one, the Girls Weekend she has. It is
That
like,
one was fun. They're both good.
all right. I'll believe you. Milking is one of those things I'm just not into.
I know. And yet, I don't judge.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes I do it and you go, okay. Would I do this? No. Will I read it? Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'll read anything once. Let's be honest. We know that. Ashley, Bookish Vibes, how was your reading?
It was good. I got to chapter 6. So
That's good.
Nice. I thought I got further than I thought I would.
And you just started that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
It's really quick. The chapters are kind of short. I didn't know that.
I think that's what's holding me up a lot is slow burn and milking.
I know.
Yeah. That's why I said I'm curious.
I mean, I'm telling you, once you read it, like you'll get it. And it's short too.
And Heather doesn't like that the orc's a liar.
Listen, I was like, should I DNF this book? And then I looked at a review that was like, the ending was the worst. He's a betrayer and I hate him. And I was like, oh, well, I already don't like him, so I'm out. I'm done.
It's fair.
So, I mean, it could be wrong. They could have been liars. I don't know. But, all right, I made it 22% in. I met the hero. They're like friends to lovers, which is my least favorite trope.
I hate Friends to Lovers, but I like this book. I hate Friends to Lovers, but I love this book. So I think you might like it.
I'm very picky with Friends to Lovers, and I liked that one.
Okay, all right.
Listen, I had too many guy friends that were just waiting to date me, and so I hate Friends to Lovers. Like, it always weirds me out. Like, trauma from, like, dudes wanting to be your friend, and then they're like, oh, you're single now. Let's go out. And I'm like, wait, no.
But there's also, that book also has fake dating and like only one bed, and it has like a lot of other fun tropes in it.
It does. It mixes in the other tropes correctly. And also they weren't like waiting on each other in that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's
it kind of was a by chance, like, we're fake dating and oh no.
Oop, there's only one bed. Oop. But they were like mature about, they're like, we can do this, like no big deal, but can you?
I don't like the pining because it's like, if I was so great, why did it take you 8 years to figure that out?
Oh
like, no, I'm not sitting around waiting for you to figure out that I'm it while you sleep through the population. No, like, you either figure out when you meet me, I like this girl, or goodbye, sir. I don't know you. You're a friend. It's never going anywhere.
That's her. How do you make it through any romance?
I know.
I read so many short ones. It's not even funny.
Like, we have a lot of Friends to Lovers fans in the chat, so
I feel like it's split very 50-50. Like,
again, I like certain ones. It can't be the long time pine though. Like, with no like discussion in between, and it's just like, oh, you're single now, let's date. Like, no, absolutely not.
I just don't like when like the whole time they're like, oh, they're so hot, but I'm just not going to say anything. Like, I like when it kind of hits them like out of nowhere a little bit, and they're just like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah, that's what all my favorite Friends to Lovers are like. Listen, I just
accurate.
I know what I like. That's why I give so many high ratings. Which I would say I'm a generous rater anyways, but like,
honestly, I'm a big fan of DNFing too for that reason, because if I'm going to rate it like 1 or 2 stars, I don't even want to waste my time.
Right.
I also DNF if I feel like it's going to be a 2-star read or a 1-star.
Wow. Okay. I'm in the room with I don't know if I know y'all anymore. I thought I knew y'all.
How do you not know this about us? I feel like this is
DNF, Ashley?
Okay. Listen. Okay. It's the completest.
You don't DNF? Oh my god.
Wait. Damn, can I finish my statement?
No.
It's not that I don't DNF. It's that I am less inclined to make it known that I have DNF'd a book. So let's put it this way. I can start a book, get 10-15% in, and then I'll just switch to something else. But I don't actively mark that as a DNF. Does that make sense?
See, I mark it as a DNF because otherwise I check out the book and it opens up at 20%. I'm like, what on earth? I already tried to read this once upon a time. No.
Just rewind it or flip some pages back. It's just not that.
Oh, no. I can think of one time when that happened and I actually read the book. It's normally like, oh, Let me return this real quick. I did not realize what I was doing.
I don't know. There's something nice about DNFing a book and be like, yeah, it just wasn't for me. And I just like DNF at X% and move on.
But sometimes I'll go back and read it though.
I do sometimes
that too, and then sometimes I get a sick pleasure out of giving a book 1 or 2 stars.
Listen, I mean, this is true. I can't deny this. Also, I do have a sick pleasure sometimes in torturing myself to read a book that is going to be so bad. Rereading Twilight was absolute torture.
Oh my gosh! But I had fun ripping it to shreds.
Yeah, but it was so fun to be like, oh, this thing that I love. I have a very nostalgic thing for Twilight still, but also recognize the sheer issues with it. And I'm like, this is kind of fun to go back to. I feel like if I reread 50 Shades of Grey, it would be the same situation.
Listen, Birthday Girl, I'm about to read that again before the year is over with, too. Tracy M. Been reading Birthday Girl for 3 months. That book is just not everybody's favorite, but it's mine.
It's not for everybody, but it's so
not
good.
for everybody. Miss WC Reader, I am not torturing Bus. You know this. You and I talk about this. I don't even want to hear it.
Sometimes it's fun. Yeah, no, if 10-20% in, I'm just like, I'm done. Funnel your anger out.
Really, Heather?
Heather does not like Birthday Girl. It's too slow.
Slow burn?
It is too long and too slow for Heather.
No, my big issue with that book was he was like 40 years old, dating an 18-year-old, but he was getting mad with no information and just being like, oh, I've never been in a relationship before. Like, I'm sorry, you're 40 years old. Why are you blowing up? Literally, you're blowing up over you think that maybe, possibly, she might be cheating on your son when you already have a thing for her and your son is cheating and you all know that. Like, what? And you're going off on no information. Why? You were 40 years old. And then he got mad about like other stuff too. And I was like, dude, you know nothing about what's going on. Why are you not even asking a question? Like, I'm sorry. What is happening? You're not in a new adult romance. You're 40 years old. No. I can't.
But have you met men?
Trigger.
I know.
But have you met men? I mean,
exactly, Izzy.
If there's an age gap, then the older person should be mature. That's all I've got.
No, I think the younger person needs to be mature.
Exactly. Because in the one I'm reading, the older person is...
I mean, yeah, but they should be at their level. Like, they shouldn't be...
I don't know. I feel like either the older person should be immature or the younger person should be mature. Because if it's, like, imbalanced like that, it weirds me out.
Well, yeah. But, like...
this is the key to Birthday Girl, I think. Is, like, he was kind of immature for his age. But she was mature.
But, like, she wasn't the problem for anything. I'm like, seriously, this 18-year-old is more mature than you. What is the issue here? Like, I'm sorry. If my 20-year-old husband, obviously he's not 20 anymore. My 20-year-old, like, boyfriend was, like, getting mad at me without even asking me if it had happened. I would be like, no. Actually, no.
Have you read a romance novel?
But it was...
I can't.
But it was...
Mara.
I feel like, Mara, exit the chat. I feel like his circumstances, his relation, which I'm not going to spoil it. I feel like his relationship circumstances made him immature, and I feel like her life circumstances made her more mature, which is why I think it worked for me because of the fact that the way that their characters were acting were very dependent upon what had happened to them in their environments, which it makes sense. It worked. It just worked for me in that sense.
This right here, though, this is the epitome of relationships. You're mad at him over a dream. Like, if you're accused of being immature, but like, maybe he had a bad dream. It's fine. It happens.
Listen, though, this is a one-way street, okay? I'm allowed to be mad at my husband because the hero in my book is being annoying. But, like, if he's going to be annoyed with me, he better have a reason, and we're going to talk about it. Like,
I just want to be a fly on the wall for that conversation.
So do I.
The hero in this book is terrible.
Oh no, I don't tell him. I'm just like in a terrible mood and like snapping at him because I hate all men at the moment because this hero is on my last nerve. And I'm just like, sometimes I literally have to be like, it's not you. It's not you. I'm just in a mood. But I don't tell him that because I don't want him to be annoyed with me in the book.
I'm going to find him online and message him.
He would just be like, I believe you. Just saying.
There's the miscommunication trope in action.
Exactly.
No, because I tell him it's not you. Not you.
But I'm still grumpy and get to be mean.
But I'm not going to tell you why.
It's just a mood. It will pass once the hero gets his act together and gets his grand
Imagine if your
gesture.
relationship was contingent on your partner's reading it.
Right?
This is why I can't tell him.
That's funny. That's a good rom-com in the making.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, if it works for you and your dynamic, that's fine.
Yeah, it does. He doesn't know. We're
Heather's
very good.
trope video is hilarious. I highly recommend it.
Anytime she gets ranty.
I love very
Heather's
ranty.
rants are...
Even if I don't agree with like 90% of them, I still enjoy watching them.
Listen, okay, I'm totally going to do a tier ranking video. I stole this from Jashana. See, a tier ranking video of my friends' reading tastes and how they compare to mine, and I already know where you're at. And
I will take it as a
I
compliment.
cannot wait.
there's stuff happening.
I can't wait to see how much you trash us.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much it. It's pretty much people that I know we've read enough of the same books, and I have opinions. So it's gonna be good. I'm sure.
I know I'll be on the bottom. It's fine. Fine.
I don't feel like you're on the bottom.
Probably not, but
Some people here are on the bottom, but I don't feel like you are.
Considering I like super emotional books, I have a
Literally.
feeling
you and Bree are complete opposites.
we're complete opposite.
Bree is like, let
Yeah.
me cry, and you're like, what are feelings?
I feel like
Absolutely
Ashley
not.
will love Bree's recommendations. Ashley from Bookish Realm. Ashley's Bookish Vibes. I'm so sorry. I'm
You're fine.
Wait,
I like
never talking to you.
Who are you talking to?
Okay, Bookish Realm will like Bree's recommendations because you both like ridiculously sad books.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
no
that's why I
reason.
watch Bree.
Nothing wrong.
It's the worst.
What's wrong with that? It just shows
It's
Bree
the
has a
worst.
heart. Heather, I don't know where yours is.
What is a heart?
Mine is right on top. I cry over like stupid little tiny emotionals, and you guys are like literally let everybody die and then we'll come back from it. And I'm like, no, I can't do it.
But you know what's funny is I rarely cry in books. So I think it's because I'm not like you're too emotional. I'm not as emotional. So
Okay,
I can kinda take it.
I can't go on my rant because I have it saved for the tier ranking. So
Yeah, I guess that is the question, right? Is are those of us that don't cry in books and get overly emotional actually
Right.
we're stable?
Right.
you're sociopaths is what you are. You're like you're reading about this person's life being ruined and or they're finally getting happiness, and you're just like
But it's a
stone
romance,
faced. Like,
happily ever after. There's the HEA at the end.
I'm about to leave.
that part doesn't make you cry too?
No. Why would it make me cry?
No.
Because it's bittersweet or very sweet or very bitter. So any of those. So yeah.
I can't wait for this video. This is gonna be the highlight of my day when it
When's
drops.
coming out, Heather?
We
What?
should all do reaction videos.
You should do a premiere.
Yeah, you gotta premiere
Do a
this.
premiere. So
Oh,
we all can chat.
I could do my first.
Then
premiere.
all of
How
us that were
exciting would
attacked
that
in the
be?
video will get together and we will roast Heather.
We'll do a live show during her premiere.
And I'll
Like the
stream it to
Vivians?
StreamYard. Yeah, I'll do like a Vivians and we'll
Yes.
roast her fast.
That would be very funny. I'm not gonna lie. That would be entertaining.
And everyone will be like, I don't know where to go. Who do I watch?
Do it the same way as the Vivians. We'll have it screen
Yeah.
shared.
I know, but everyone will be
Yeah,
really
everybody
torn.
can
Do they go to
watch a
Heather's
live
premiere?
show and Heather can just
We just like put Heather in a corner and literally yell at her the whole live show.
That's so wrong.
Listen, I'm gonna have valid reasons for all of the rankings. I'm not going to do people I don't know. I'm like, have we read the same books? I don't know. I just know your username. You're not going to be in the video. Like, I don't know.
Somebody's going to be mad because they're not in the video. I can't wait.
I'm good.
Listen, not everybody can be in the video, so let's just get that out of the way.
No,
Well, also you have to have read enough of the same book.
Yeah, you do.
It's either people that I know, like we have read so many of the same books, versus people I have a specific rant for. So that's how you're getting picked.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I can't wait. The whole comments, everyone here who's not in this video needs to leave comments offended that they're not in the video.
Oh,
Just to troll Heather.
But then you can all do your own. You can put me in the bottom. It'll be okay.
No, we're gonna do the live show.
No, you're gonna premiere it, and I'm gonna schedule a live at the exact same time.
Well, maybe I won't put y'all's faces in the thumbnail, so you won't know.
It doesn't matter.
Who
I'll
it
still
is.
do
We're
it.
still doing it.
All right.
Take guesses on who's
I'll
gonna be in the
watch.
video.
I'll have multiple screens. It's fine.
It'll be great. Ashley, did you talk about the book you read or no?
No.
Did we just totally get sidelined by Heather here?
What? What? I don't think it had anything to do with me.
Heather, it had everything to do with you. You were talking the most for the past 5 minutes.
I don't think so. I mean, 5 is generous, but sure.
5 is generous. I am reading Legal Tender, which is the follow-up to the book that Izzy is reading, where the hero and heroine are investigating the couple from Izzy's book for making a sex tape while they were still employed by the company. So,
They're furloughed. Are they still technically employed?
well, okay, so that was a whole thing about like why the lawyer gets involved, because technically they were furloughed, and then they were trying to figure out if. So basically, what they're doing is they're watching the sex tapes together. The HR manager, who's the heroine, and the lawyer, who's the hero, are watching the sex tapes together to make sure that the company never comes up at any point, or like nothing that's in the video is in relation to the company. But since technically they were furloughed, but the hero in your book, Izzy, actually does come back.
Okay.
It's not a huge spoiler or anything like that. So that's where they have the issues, because of technicality of his position. She's still not working. But it's interesting because it's an age gap. She's 40. She has twin boys that she just sent to college. He's 24. But it's like that maturity thing going on where like he's very much so like, I just want to give us a chance and see where it goes. I just want to get to know you. And she's like, you're the same age. You're almost the same age as my kids. You're almost the same. And I'm like, just shut up already. Like, you're going to screw the man or you're not. Like, you got 2 options. Do it or don't do it. So she's really, really frustrating. And I left off where they were like so close to having sex in her office. And I was like, come on. But I mean, she is the HR manager. So that would have been kind of twisted. But, it's good. It's funny. I think Shay Sanders is a funny writer.
I'm just thinking about this. Like, we have to review these sex tapes that were made by our employees. Like, that's not awkward.
Yeah.
Did you read Take It? Her On the Clock first novella?
Yep. Yeah.
They were banging at the workplace in that one. I was so stressed. I was like, you're gonna get caught.
I know, that stresses me out.
It made me
That
so
stresses
nervous
me
because he's like, lock the door. And I'm like, but y'all are loud.
Right.
Quiet.
You lock the door, but you gotta be quiet too.
Listen, Shay Sanders is such an interesting, like I've been slightly on like a binge with her. She's super interesting. She had one that I was talking about on here on Saturday, is the Sand to the Beach, where that plot twist in that one is absolutely insane. And her writing is funny, and she does a really, really great plot twist. So if that's what you're looking for in romance.
Yeah, I mean, I was laughing like less than 16% into the book. Like, I was like, this is freaking hilarious. Like, this really one, she bullies the guy into skydiving.
Yes.
Like, he's like, I didn't know. I got to the parking lot. She's like, we're going skydiving. And he was like, okay.
Okay.
He was like, I can't not do it. And I was like, you cannot do it. You can say no. But he's like, no, I can't do that.
He never says no. And I think that's why I like him, because he comes off as very like passive about everything. And then she takes that for granted. And so she's like, yeah, you know, I only come once. And he was like,
yeah, they just had that discussion. I was like, he literally in this one was like, my boobs are uneven and I have stretch marks on my ass. And he's like, okay, your point.
Like she's so disrespectful to him though, low key, because she treats him as if like he's never had sex before at all. He doesn't know what a woman looks like without her clothes on or anything like that. So by the time they do end up having sex, I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Her like prepping him.
Yes.
And I was like, I mean, I guess lawyers do have to verify the identity of the person. That's awkward. Think about.
Then they go to lunch and talk about the sex tapes.
Oh, I can't wait. This is great.
Yeah. What did you like? What did you like? I'm like, are we in 5th grade?
I love this. Oh, I'm so excited to finish this tonight. She's very funny. I'm very excited to read more of her backlist.
Yeah. She has another one. I don't know. Heather, have you read Crave?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it all right. The characters are very messy. None of them have their act together. And it like ends the first one, because there's 2. It ends on like a happy for now situation, but like they're all just a mess. And I was like, do I care about you enough to continue? I don't know, because again, they're like all 40 years old, and I'm like, why are you still at this point? Like they say a thing about how like they got famous when they were like 18 and stuff, because I was like, it's a black love reverse harem. Like I want to see this work. They got famous when they were like 18, so they didn't mature past that. And I was like, but you are having kids with multiple people and you're still not using protection, so what exactly are we doing? No. You don't even know this woman.
Yeah.
Ashley Bookish Guides, do you say you read it too?
No, I thought it was a different book.
Okay.
There's lots.
Now I'm
curious. They started explaining it a bit more. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Did you read the YA vampire one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one. I thought it was that one. I'm like,
not the same thing.
Way different. I was like, Crave?
in that one though.
I was like, I did not. At first, I did think of the vampire one. I was like, there's not a reverse harem situation in that book.
Oh yeah. She has one that's a reverse harem.
No, this is a like a R&B group is trying to make a comeback, like 20 years after they their original big hits and stuff, and she is trying to get something. She's like a professor at a black college that is pretty illustrious, but like she kind of lied about her her qualifications and stuff, like that she already had like this book in the works and she doesn't. So it's interesting because basically her project ends up being like intersectionality between specifically how the public would view a black woman and a polyamorous relationship, especially with black men. So I thought that was interesting that she kind of went into that. I'm sure the second book goes into it more. But they were all a mess. None of them.
Shay's characters are messy as fuck though. Like I think that's the one thing that they do have in common is like I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of her books in the past like month, and all of her characters are messy as shit. Mm-hmm. So they all have these weird quirks about them that has made this story pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. I like that though. Like it's refreshing to have people that aren't just like fully buttoned up in like perfection.
Yeah.
So now I'm like,
are all of her books, are all of them novellas?
No. So I think that she has some like Crave and the second one for Crave are a little bit longer, but the one that I'm reading, which is, what's the name of the series again, Heather?
On the Clock.
On the Clock. Those are all. That's a whole series of novellas. I read one which was A Marriage in Crisis, which was Love and War. That one was pretty interesting, and that was a novella as well.
Let me just add that. I love marriage and crisis ones.
I do too. I didn't realize how much I did until I read Love and War, and it's not the best marriage and crisis that I think I've ever read, but I think I like it because it feels so real.
You've read Kristen C. Jones ones, right? Maybe next time?
No, I haven't read those yet.
Oh, it's the best.
I know,
You need to read that
y'all.
one. It's so good.
I know. I have it on my Kindle. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
It's definitely a content warning for miscarriage, but one, I think it's handled really respectfully, and two, if that's not a big issue for you, is the sweetest, most over-the-top, ridiculous. I love them. I love them so much.
I mean, who doesn't want their man to kidnap them to make them communicate?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, come on. It's perfection. Sweep me away and make me talk to you? Cool. First Class Love. I'll have to check that out. See, yeah, I feel like I'm excited because now I've got a new author to explore. All right, y'all. It is 9:20. The dog is crying at me because he's very angry that I'm not on the couch with him reading. He's like, that is our nighttime routine. You sit with me and read. So we'll wrap this up. Everyone is linked in the description box down below, so be sure to follow anyone you're not. And, go talk about porn with whoever you want to date.
That's the takeaway from
that's the takeaway I have. I don't know.
Good takeaway.
It's an interesting conversation. So yeah, thanks y'all for joining us. And next week is on Megan, This Past Romances channel at 7:30, not 8 o'clock. So come join us then if you want to get some reading done on Tuesday. Bye y'all.
Really interesting. Bye guys.
Bye.